Hello and welcome to the Afternoon Update. I'm Michelle Stevenson. Well, Sydney's Northern Beaches has been declared a national coronavirus hotspot. That's after the outbreak in the region spread to 28 people. It is the first use of the federal government's new guidelines on hotspots. Health Minister Greg Hunt says the Commonwealth will send face masks and COVID-trained workers to the area to help out.
We will also be providing support to retirement villages and disability services where they need it with regards to PPE or surge workforce.
Contact tracers are also trying to zero in on exactly where this COVID outbreak in Sydney originated from, with none of the 28 positive cases believed to be patient zero. While the strain does match one diagnosed in a traveller who arrived and went into quarantine at the start of the month, New South Wales Health is now investigating whether airline workers are actually linked to that cluster. Rules around international flight crews will now be tightened, and from Tuesday they'll be restricted to 2 quarantine hotels guarded by New South Wales Police. All states and territories are also responding to this growing cluster. Northern Beaches residents now need an exemption to enter Victoria and Tasmania. They must also quarantine for 2 weeks in Queensland, the ACT and the Northern Territory. While WA, they're going further. They're forcing all New South Wales travellers into quarantine. And South Australia has declared the Northern Beaches a hotspot, but it hasn't imposed any restrictions. The Prime Minister has announced a pretty modest shakeup of his ministerial team today. The cabinet reshuffle will now see Dan Tehan shift from education to the trade portfolio. Jane Hume has also been promoted to the front bench and will take on a newly created digital economy ministry, while Greg Hunt is taking over responsibility for aged care. And some sad news, carols in the Domain will now be filmed without a live audience, and that's due to this COVID outbreak in Sydney. Ticket holders will now be given a full refund. A quick look at sport now, and MCG officials have put their hands up to host the New Year's Test if it needs to be relocated from the SCG. The match doesn't start until January 7th, but there are concerns that it could be shifted due to the latest outbreak. And it says the Swans and GWS Giants break up their Christmas breaks early to allow their players to travel interstate amid the latest COVID outbreak. In entertainment news now, and Billie Eilish has admitted she found inspiration from one of Michael Buble's tunes when she was a depressed teen. The singer revealing his Haven't Met You Yet used to cheer her up and actually give her a bit of hope. The song then went on to inspire her tune, My Future. Sia has reworked her directorial debut to cast Kate Hudson in the lead role, and that was after ditching Shia LaBeouf from the project. The hitmaker made the revelation that she initially tapped the Transformers star to lead the cast of music, but she actually ended up making the film with Hudson instead. While she didn't expand on why LaBeouf was dumped from the movie, her comments do emerge just days after she admitted to a toxic relationship with the actor. And production on the Emmy-winning hit TV show Morning Wars is actually taking another break, and that's due to the ongoing pandemic. The Apple TV series, which stars Jennifer Aniston and Reese Witherspoon, reportedly had to cancel a night shoot in California after a crew member tested positive for COVID. And that's the latest from the Nova Podcast news team. We'll see you tomorrow morning for another episode of The Update.